to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. If this is your first time here, you're most welcome, and if you're coming back to watch another one of my videos, thank you. Now I'm not going to make this intro too long because we're going to be doing a voiceover, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look right here. This is going to be my first and only Valentine's themed look for this year. Or if you guys are looking for some type of inspiration for your makeup for Valentine's Day, I hope this gives you guys an idea of what you can do. I kind of went a little bit more grungy and smoky. I really like the way it turned out. I was going for something very pinky purple, but I like the way it turned out. I don't know, I really like this, and I might recreate it for the actual day. You could wear it for Valentine's Day, or just if you kind of want to have a purple pinky type of eye look, this would be good as well. I just kind of felt inspired to do something pinky purple, and I think it turned out really nicely. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think I did pretty good? I'll also leave all the products I use in the description box down below. Let's get into the makeup look.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna move into moisturizing my lips, and I'm gonna be using this Hard Candy lip plumping gloss. And I'm moving into doing my brows. I'm just outlining my brows and filling them in using a angled brush, and I'm using the e.l.f. brow pomade. I think it's in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going to continue to fill my brows in, and then I'm going to spoolie through them to just kind of distribute the product and make my brows look so cakey. Yeah, that's what I'm using right there. Okay, so now I'm going to move into cleaning up my brows, and to clean up my brows I'm using the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in Nutmeg, and I'm just taking this flat brush and I'm just going to, help to define them a little bit more. Okay, so going back into the concealer, I'm just going to use it to also prime my lids and prepare them for eyeshadow. Taking my Pretty Vulgar translucent powder, Matte About You, and I'm just going to use that to set the concealer down. Taking my BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection Lamar palette, I'm going to go into that pink shade right there, and I'm just going to blend that into the crease and into the transition area and build it up to the intensity I want it. That maroon color next to that pink we just laid down, and I'm gonna take it on a smaller brush and just blend it directly into the crease area. I'm gonna switch palettes, and I'm gonna go into the Through My Eyes palette by Iluvsarahii and ColourPop, and I'm gonna take that dark plum purple that's called the Vina, and I'm going to place that on the outer V and all the way in the crease. Taking the NYX white eyeshadow base and a flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and carve out my crease. Going back into the BH Cosmetics palette, I'm going to take that white shade and I'm going to place it right where I laid down the eyeshadow base. I'm going to take that brush we used for the dark shade and I'm going to blend out the edges. Now I'm going to dip into that pink shade once again and I'm going to use it to also further blend out the edges of where that white shade meets the darker shade. Okay, going back in with the V again, and I'm going to use that to just continue to further blend on the outer V to just deepen it up some more. Taking this e.l.f. glitter gel, I'm going to go ahead and use a small brush to place it directly over where I blended the pink. We're going to take a break from the eyes and move on to the face. I'm going to start off by priming my face using the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. I'm going to take the Pretty Vulgar translucent powder again and I'm going to use that to just set down my primer. This is just a second step to help to make sure that I don't get too oily too fast. For foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I have a review on this foundation coming up shortly, so look out for that. But I'm just mixing these two shades to get my perfect shade. Contour my face, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. And I'm just going to place it in all the areas that I want to contour. That's around my forehead, along my cheek line, my nose, you know, creating those shadows along my chin so that I can hide my double chin, all that jazz. And I'm taking the L'Oreal Beauty Sponge again and I'm just going to blend this concealer out. Blending takes a little bit of time, but to get your contour to not look too harsh, you need to spend time to blend. So that's what I'm doing right here. And then I'm just switching over to a brush to blend out my nose contour. And then I noticed that the foundation was setting too fast, so I was panicking, but I got it, you know. So for concealer, I'm going to mix two today. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Full Wear concealer, and I'm also going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm just mixing them together again just to get my perfect shade, not to be too bright but not to be too dark under my eyes. And I'm going to place that all on the areas that I want to highlight with. Taking my beauty blender, I'm going to use that to blend out the concealer. Switching back to the L'Oreal sponge, I'm going to use the end that I used for the foundation and just blend out the edges of the concealer so it blends seamlessly into the contoured areas. Taking my Pretty Vulgar loose powder once again, I'm going to use that to set down the concealer. Everywhere that I place the highlighter shade, I'm going to just use that to set them down to keep them matte and in place all day. And this powder is really nice. I really like it. I got it in BoxyCharm and it is just wonderful. Alright, so I want to move back to the eyes, but before I do that, I'm going to add some more translucent powder under my eyes so it could catch any fallout from the eyeshadows. And I'm going to go back into the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to take that pink shade again, and I'm going to lay that down on the lower lash line. I'm just going to smoke it out. Alright, going back into the ColourPop palette, I'm going to take the Davina shade again, and I'm going to place that on the lower lash line, focusing it mostly on the outer area and just a little bit inwards. Okay, so I ended up switching brushes. It's gonna come up, yeah. So right here I had to switch brushes because that brush was just a little bit too big and it was blending the product too far down. But this small little pencil brush worked great. Now I'm going to do my liner, and I'm using this Vintage Cosmetics eyeliner pencil in jet black. I'm also going to use it to line my waterline. I'm going to be dusting away the translucent powder from under the eyes using the L'Oreal foundation powder in Soft Sable. To prep my lashes for falsies, I'm going to go ahead and use the Double Decker lash mascara that I got in BoxyCharm. This mascara is awesome, and I'm just going to use that on the top and lower lashes. While I wait for the lash glue to get tacky, I'm going to go ahead and bronze, and I'm going to use the CoverGirl Queen bronzer in Ebony. Going into my BH Cosmetics, it's my Rayeraye palette, and I'm going to take the dark contour shade called Brownie Bite to do my contour today. To set everything into place, I'm going to go into my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Milk Chocolate. For highlighter, I'm going to be taking the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Rodeo Drive, and I'm going to be placing it everywhere I want to be highlighted. Taking the e.l.f. glitter gel again, I'm going to use that to pop right on the inner corners of the eyes. For blush, I'm going to take the e.l.f. blush in Brick Red, and I'm going to just pop that onto my cheeks. So for lashes today, I'm going to be using the Salon Perfect Wispies in 614. For lips today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick in Trophy Wife, and I'm going to also use a lip liner from NK Makeup in the shade Cocoa. And because I like a glossy lip, I'm going to also go over it with a gloss, and I'm using this one from Black Radiance. And now it's time to set this makeup into place, and I'm using my Mario Badescu Rose Water setting spray. That's it, guys. That's the final look that I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for watching.